Oh, it has been a good day. Welcome back. I did not forget ya cunts. I did not forget. Start off looking at a dog. You know why? Because it's a tired dog. Cool thing about that though is if I wanted to do something with it right now, if I needed to, he's up for it. He's taking everything I have and not to tell her to get on. More pop. Yeah, taking everything I have and not to say that shit. Oh, today has been a day, dude. The name of today's title for the video is going to be Hikaru Nakamura. Now I bet everyone's sitting there going, who the fuck is Hikaru Nakamura? Yeah. Huh? You wouldn't know who he is unless you needed to know who his name was. Kind of like the president. But he's American. From America. Right? Lives in some bitch ass places though. He bounces back and forth between LA and New York. I don't like that. Actually, quite frankly, I can fucking do without that. But that's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about right now is the Norway chess tournament that's going on. Oh my god. This whole classical chess shit can kinda get fucked. Two dudes sit down. I'm watching Troy. Just killed his cousin. That seals the fate for Troy. When they killed Achilles' cousin. But not what we're talking about. This whole fucking classical chess shit, dude. Each person having 2 hours to play and they just both sit there and they know the fucking move and they plan out lines. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god, Hikaru. Magnus. They're only two people you're worried about. You're not worried about Carano. You're not worried about fucking Wei Yi. You're not worried about any of those motherfuckers. It's Magnus and Hikaru. Or so you thought, motherfuckers. Somehow, dude. Some fucking how. You have Hikaru Nakamura, which is probably the second biggest chess influencer on YouTube, right? You have this guy going on his fucking reviews saying, I just don't care about the Armageddon games. I just want to do well in the classical games. He fucking went to a draw with 48 minutes left on each. I think it was like 48 and 42 minutes on each slot. And you just like, hey, we're going to play a draw. He offered a draw against Gukesh fucking 2 days ago or yesterday or whatever the fuck. And Gukesh denied it and then beat him. In the classical. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just don't understand. I don't know what his strategy is. I don't know if he is just prepping for a future tournament. He doesn't really care about the $70,000 that you can win in this tournament because he assumes that fucking Magnus Carlsen's going to get it. I don't know. And dude, when Hikaru lost, I was this fucking close. I mean, like, this goddamn close to shutting off the fucking stream. I was about to start watching people play DayZ, or fucking, I was gonna watch people train dogs, or I was gonna hope that fucking K9, Shield K9 uploaded something. Like anybody else. Anybody the fuck else, dude, have something on fucking YouTube that I can fucking watch for 2 goddamn seconds. So I don't have to watch Hikaru Nakamura fucking choke the fuck. He made too much money off the stock market. That's what's going on here. He doesn't even need to win or want to win. He talks about retiring. Dude, in the UFC, guess what? If somebody even mentions retirement in that fight, right? If they mention it, you bet the other way. You bet the other fucking way, dude. They're done. They're smoked. No one goes out on top, in UFC at least. So he's sitting there, but then he says, I'm only worried about the classical games. I'm just worried about the classical games. I don't care what happens in the Armageddons. He's only won 1 classical games. And now he's lost 4 games in a row. Not classicals, but he's lost 2 classicals and 2 fucking Armageddons in a row. So which one do you want to do, dude? Or do you just want to lose? Like, you just want to lose. Right, cool. Sounds good. So, I didn't turn it off. I moved on over. Kept watching, and then we have Magnus Carlsen versus Gukesh. That's an interesting one in the chess world right now. Gukesh is the current world champion, and he's young. He's like 19, out of India, right? He is the world champion from 2024. Okay. Great. He's playing Magnus. Magnus is smoking him, by the way. I mean, with black pieces. I mean, the bar is just... If you know about chess, there's like a bar. And it goes towards the white when they're winning, and it goes towards black when black's winning. The fucking bar was way down here. Magnus was like winning. He just literally didn't have to make 1 bad move. He made 1 bad move. Magnus Carlsen resigned. I don't know if he was up on time or not, but he was way up on time. He was actually struggling. He was worried about who he was playing. That's freaky. That's fucking freaky. He slammed the fucking table. He knocked over all the pieces on the fucking board, dude. He fucked up the whole thing. It has to be some type of penalty. It has to be. You can't just fuck up the whole board by hitting the fucking table. That's chess, dude. I sit here, I fuck around, right? I fucking move my pieces around in the most stupidest way possible, as far as I can tell, right? Because it seems like I'm fucking an idiot. When you're at the top level, it's like watching basketball or football, or whatever the fuck you want to do. You make 1 bad fucking play, dude, you're down. Like, you don't kick that field goal, all of a sudden you lose by 2. It's like, oh, if I kick the fucking field goal, it's 1 by 1. You know what I mean? It gets that tight when you start doing anything at the highest level, right? But the main reason I turn this on right now is because I am so goddamn sick. Magnus Carlsen is Magnus Carlsen, right? He's probably going to come back. I bet he's still winning the tournament. I bet he's still winning Norway Chess. Is he? I bet he is. I'll check the standings later. But I pulled this up for America. I just wanted to make a few things about my thoughts. Like, dude, Hikaru, like, dude. Are you not preparing? You're in fucking Norway. I don't know if your wife is there. You fucking your wife all night? You're not. You're assuming the books that you cracked open in the fucking 90s and the early 2000s. That's what's getting you through. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Oh my god. God, it's so frustrating. I like the guy so much as a streamer. He's literally the only fucking person. Yeah, I don't watch Magnus Carlsen shit with him being drunk going fucking playing. No, whatever. I like Hikaru shit. I like Hikaru shit when he's doing his 3-minute the blitz games. Bullet's too fast for me. I just can't keep up. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking idiot. But the 3-minute games, I love watching those, and he seems to just toy with people. You mean to tell me if you can toy with people with 3 minutes, that if you had 2 fucking hours, you can't toy with these motherfuckers? I know, they get 2 hours too. But they had 3 minutes when you had 3 minutes. So I just don't get it. I just don't get it, dude. Honestly, I couldn't tell you who won the Super Bowl. And that was 4 months ago. I literally could not tell you who won that fucking game. I couldn't tell you. Basketball. I don't know who won last year. I have no idea. I know it's Pacers and what is it? Pacers OKC? Yeah, Pacers OKC. Pacers won last night. In October, when hunting season starts, I'm not going to be able to tell you whether the fucking Pacers won or whether the goddamn OKC won. I'm not going to be able to tell you. This chess shit. There's only a couple options. I don't understand how you get in your head that fucking much when there's zero physical risk. It's all mental. At least football is physical and mental, right? At least basketball is physical and mental. They both involve skills, though. Or all 3 of them involve skill. You don't oh my God, dude. It's like Tony Romo, dude. He's like the Tony Romo of fucking chess, man. It's just hey, really, really good. And then the moment that I can get something done, I just want to fuck over America and make us look bad and shit. And then on top of it, he's holding out a dude named Hans Niemann, which that dude's probably a cheater, let's be honest. Anal beads and all that fun shit, right? We can have that conversation if you want to. I don't think we need to. I don't think it's real. But you're holding out the other American. I'm pretty sure the reports of Hikaru saying, hey, I'm not playing if Neiman plays, I bet they're real. I bet they're real. It's dude, can America get one? Do you give a fuck? You like our stock market, right? You like our fucking stock market. You're good at that. Okay, so why don't you just become one of those people that stream trading? Just be a daily trader. Just trade all day. Instead of fucking around with chess and then showing up in these other fucking countries and embarrassing us, essentially, dude. I mean, basically fucking embarrassing us by just not playing to your fucking ability and then showing up fucking a week later saying, hey, I think I need to retire. Fucking retire, dude! You're somewhere between $40 and $80 million, right? You never need to work again. You have no kids. No kids. What the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, go get your dick sucked on a yacht in the fucking Barbados, dude. Stop holding down fucking American chess. This is bullshit, dude. You got lucky. You got fucking lucky that Magnus lost today. And you have to play him again because we're at the beginning of the second round of the two round robin. That's a real thing, by the way. They do a double round robin, so everyone plays everyone twice with opposite pieces. Ugh. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Magnus, goddamn, dude, you fucked up. You fucked up. You made a bet that he was going to think longer than he was going to think, and he actually had that shit planned. He didn't have it planned, but he did know. Well, yeah, he had a plan. Yeah, he knew it was going to happen, yeah. You made one fucking mistake, dude, and that dude fucking... It went from, like, you're definitely winning to, like, you're probably going to win to, yeah, and then even, and then... Dude, actually, it didn't even go even. It went from fucking Magnus was, like, probably going to win to Magnus lost. Dude, that fucking bar swang so hard. It went from all black, Magnus was the black pieces, to a lot of black, to all white. It just, dude, he won bad move. Ugh. Fuck. Watching chess hurts. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of chess. I'm a fan of American chess. And Hikaru seems to only allow one fucking representative. Watch fucking Fabiano Caruana be a fucking American chess player. Watch that be real. Shit, I can't even check. My phone's up there. Shit. Other than that, though, right? Other than that, it's a normal day. Good day. Got up this morning, let the dogs out, started thawing out some chicken. Went to the gym around 9:30, 10-ish. Had a really good shoulder and chest day? Shoulder, chest, and then finished with back biceps. That's good. But I always finish with back and biceps. You know, I have so many fucking scars on my back, right? That, like, I think if I just have a nice back, hey, no one will see the scars, right? It's like, no. They're still gonna see the scars, motherfucker. You dumb fuck. But I always like doing those. You know, and always getting your arms a little bit bigger. Your arms recover real fast, so you can hit them pretty frequently. So I had a really good day at the gym. I was listening to something by Jeff Nippert. He said, hey, yeah, go hard in the gym, right? But hey, you know what will really help you? Just make sure you get your steps in. So me and the dogs went on a 2-mile walk today. Just a mile in, mile out. I literally went down to that fucking trail that I didn't let him run at all. I just did like really good dog training, leash training with Salem. And we just walked a mile in and we walked a mile out. And Salem had to keep her shit together the whole fucking time. Whole new game, dude. Also, I brought a leash inside because Salem is done with the running out of the house. And not that she runs away, she just like runs to the car. So she's done with that. So leash every time we go down the steps, you're with me, all that fun stuff, right? Like, we're actually going to start training her to be a good dog now, right? I had her up at my daughter's concert on Friday. Let everyone out of the car, the dogs. Let them out of the car, dude. A fucking car started rolling past. Salem was like chasing the car. And dude, it was like everybody was looking at the dog and me like, what the fuck is she doing? It's like, yeah, well, she's dead. She doesn't like it. It's just like, yeah, man, stay the fuck away from us. You know, it's like, hey, you don't have to worry about anybody coming in this circle. I can promise you that much. My problem is the dog is going to leave the circle and make sure. So, there you go. So, we're tuning up Salem. On a much sadder note, not that my daughter was worried about this, by the way. I thought this was a little weird. And not that I talk about my baby's mom very much on here. Why not? Mom? I don't even know if I do, honestly. I don't think I do. But I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about their dog. I found it very interesting that their dog died and my daughter didn't give she either didn't give a fuck or she's acting like she doesn't give a fuck, you know. It might be one of those things where, you know, you lose something and gain something. So she gets a boyfriend and loses a dog. That might be the first time she went through that in her life where, like, you know, God gives, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I find that very interesting. I'm much more interested in dogs, obviously, than people, but looking at my daughter and her just going, no opinions on the dog. I mean, she mentioned it to me, but I think she only mentioned it to me actually because she wanted to make sure I came up for the concert. You know? I think she's trying to like slightly manipulate the situation. Like, since I was up there at her concert on Friday, she hit me up every single day during the week. You know, to the point that it was like bothering me. Not that my daughter bothers me or anything. She can call me whenever, but we don't talk like that, you know? You know, we talk a lot, but every single day. Just like giving me nonsense, not like, hey, Dad, can you like do this for me? I'd rather you ask me for something than just be like, hello. You know? It's like, dude, I see what you're doing, man. She just really wanted to make sure I was going to be there for it. And sure enough, I was there for her concert. I drove 7 hours to make a 16-minute and 20-second video. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I thought it was super special, though. Dude, Lily's gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. I mean, she's the prettiest girl in the band. I don't know what that means in most bands, but Jesus, man. But she's probably the prettiest girl in her school. That's a problem, dude. As a dad, you don't know what to do with that, because I remember the prettiest girl in high school, and I was trying to collect all 5 of them, and then I got like the 10th one pregnant. To this day, dude, I wish I got Nicole Brenneman pregnant just so I could still deal with Nicole Brenneman instead of Sky. Oh, that's not nice, but hey, you know. I should have never gave her those fucking Plan B pills. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. But yeah, and then I told Sky and Aaron, I was like, hey, I'm sorry that dog died. Because even me, dude, I can't stand the situation, but no one wants to lose a dog, right? Right. I feel worse about you losing a dog than you losing your kid. You know, like someone got out of child support, apparently less alimony, right? You know? But to lose a dog, like, yeah, you literally, all you lose is you lose a piece of your life. You know, there's almost no consequences to it, because you can I could just pick a dog right now. I could flip a coin and head, Salem, tails, Lola, whatever comes up. I could just take them out to the woods, shoot it, and no one asks any questions. You know, so losing a dog is, you keep them for a reason. You keep them you keep them because you want them. It's not because it's a responsibility to them, even though you can view it that way, but that's not what it is, you know? My life would be way easier if I just didn't have my dogs, right? But I'd be way lonelier. So, they just do things for you that, you know, kids don't. So, I'm not trying to, like, make the comparison. Obviously, like, little human beings are more important than dogs, but I think it's the choice of it, where you choose to have the dog. And I think a lot of people these days aren't choosing to have kids. You know, a lot of kids are accidents. At least they're not even accidents, right? Like, I wanted to come in that pussy, right? I did. But I don't even know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is No, it's choice. It's you want to have the dog around. Like you can just get rid of them, and it's not like the whole adoption process where you have to go and adopt your kid away or anything like that. You don't have to be so shitty that you send your kid to like Milton Hershey School or something like that, right? Or so incapable. Maybe you're not shitty. Maybe you're incapable. You know, my aunt was just incapable. She was, you know, literally mentally retarded. You know, she couldn't raise her kid, so the kid went up there. Heard that kid's doing pretty well, but I found Lily's reaction to it to be interesting. I'm gonna have to talk to her about it. I'm gonna have to dig into that one. I'm pretty sure the only dog that Lily likes is Lola. I think that one's gonna break her heart. Shit, that one's gonna break my heart too. Yeah, that one's gonna break my heart too, so. Just been around a long time. But guess what, dude? Lola went on that 2-mile walk today, and so did Salem, and Salem's 3. And they're both passed the fuck out, you know? Salem, Lola, though, you know, she emptied out her colon. You know, she shit a bunch of times, really got emptied out, pissed a bunch of times. That dog, I don't know what time it is. If that hike was at 1, you know, it's... That dog doesn't need to go outside again until midnight. Salem probably at like 7. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. But they were trying to explain, like... what was going on with the dog, and hey, it's their dog, right? So they know better than I do, but if that fucking vet would have told me 6 months, fuck it, I'll kill the dog at the end of summer. You know what I mean? And you ain't killing my dog either. By the way, all you vets out there, there's no vets watching this, and if you are a vet watching this fucking thing, you are fucking pathetic, and I really don't want you near my goddamn dog, alright? Alright? Let's be honest. But, there ain't no vet killing my dog. There's just none. No, I'll do it. I'll do it. Gonna spend all that time with a dog, dude. Fucking walk that dog into a nice dark place in the fucking woods and fucking tell it to lay down and catch it, you know, just behind the ear, in front of the ear, on top of the head, bang, rack, bang into the heart, 30 seconds. There ain't gonna be no flopping around. You're not gonna like the noise. As far as I can tell, though, if you don't wear fucking ear protection, even if you shoot at 22, your fucking ears are ringing a little bit, so you probably won't hear it whimper. Even though if you're killing your dog, I bet you're listening for it, so you probably hear it. They say when you really have adrenaline pumping, gunfire doesn't stop your hearing. Apparently your hearing works. That's what the Army guys say. Like the military guys, not the Army guys, but the military guys. They say, no, you'd be surprised. When adrenaline starts really pumping, like what your body will do. Yeah, you hear everything. It doesn't go, woo. It doesn't do that. You're just locked in, you know. Fuck. No worries, though. I'll probably, I do know where I'm going to lay that dog to rest. I'm not going to bury her. That dog's gonna It's a big tree that fell over. The roots are sticking up. I actually made a fire there once when I was hunting squirrels in the winter. And I'm just gonna layer under there. It's a nice tree right behind you. Carve Lola into it. And bury the dog tag, I guess. I never got far enough to ask them what they did with the dog. I don't know if they cremated it or if they had to go bury it in the woods or... I don't know, they kind of own their house, so maybe they just buried it in the backyard and had a little funeral. Yeah, that's gorgeous too. I'll never forget Angie fucking... She loved Buster so much that she couldn't even bury him at her own house. Fuck no, Angie, dude. She would have fucking jumped in the damn grave with the dog, you know? Oh, man, that woman was powerful. If she could just get her shit together, she'll treat someone well eventually. Her body will start to fail, and she'll have to. But, her mind's going to catch up with her body. Her body's not going to catch up with her mind, you know? Just sad, you know? But, that's how it goes. But yeah, she couldn't even bury the dog. And then she fucked around till she killed that dog like a fucking mile away from me and didn't even give me a call because we got into a fight the night before. So I didn't get to be there. That hurts. Yeah, that one hurts. Still got bunches of pictures of Buster though, so it's all good. I'll never forget when he swallowed that goddamn hook. Holy shit, dude. I think it's the only time I've ever been in shock. Where I didn't come like legitimate shock. Where I was waking up in the middle of the night thinking it was my dog. I thought Lola did it. I was like Lola swallowed the hook. I was freaking the fuck out, dude. I'll never get it. Yeah, dude, your mind just takes over and all of a sudden like nothing actually is real. But you're just like, what the fuck? You're literally asking yourself like, what happened? Like what actually happened? And you have to be rational for, you have to overcome it. You know? Actually, believe it or not, like right over here. It's like over there, it's covered by the couch and the love seat. But there's a piss spot. And I call it Buster's piss spot. Because clearly when he was over here, he was pissing right in that corner over there. Right up against the fucking love seat. Yeah, I call it Buster's piss spot. I remember when I was running the shampooer in here. Not because of Buster or Lola, because Salem puked. I didn't shampoo that spot because I was like, that's Buster's little spot, you know. He pissed there. Let it go. Yeah, my daughter's gonna have to figure something out with dogs, dude. She really wants to live in a goddamn van for her the rest of her life. Not the rest of her life, but that's her goal, right? She wants to be a scientist that works from home and lives in a van. Okay. You're gonna make some concessions, young one. But you'll figure it out. She'll figure it out. It all breaks your heart, though. There ain't nothing good about a dog dying. There ain't nothing good about me having to travel. Actually, no. Maybe there is something good about the part where I have to travel to go see my daughter do something that she's going to do for the last time. But, you know, she was quitting playing the trumpet. You know? Shit. I think playing the trumpet is the only thing she's ever done longer than she did gymnastics, actually. It's not a bad thing. Just a different path. So all we really got to do is, well, we got to get our ankles healed up. That's going to end up being super. Oh, and she's going to want to do, some volleyball exercises. Not exercises necessarily, but they're clinics essentially over at Smoky Nook. How the fuck am I going to pay for that? If I have to go jump in a truck again and drive places that I don't want to drive, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Like, I hate it. Oh my god, I'm not actually gonna kill myself, guys, but I'm gonna spend a whole lot of time thinking about it. It's like car payment, rent, Hershey Park, internet, electric. Jesus Christ. I don't want to do any of it. No one said it was going to be easy, right? It's not supposed to be. And then shit, dude, sitting there planning out Lola's death. And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Do you know how weird it is to be living with a dog that you know you're going to have to kill? And you look at the gun every day that you're going to do it with. What do you do? Write Lola on the show? Is that what you do? Hello, LA. No. No, you don't do that. You don't do that, you know? It's just a lot. But I think everyone's going through it. I think everyone is worried about everything. So I never feel bad for myself. No, that's a lie. I do feel bad for myself sometimes. You get low. You know, you go, I have 2 bad days. Then you have a day like today where, you know, the sun's out, you're hiking, working out, spending time with your dogs are tired, they're not fucking with you. It's a good day. Another thing I'll never forget is Salem was sitting there licking my hand last night. And I was just laying in bed, you know, I didn't want to do much. Could have got up and did more. One of those things that I could have laid in my house, but who the fuck wants to do that? She was just licking my hand, and I remember looking at her and going, no one gets you. Like, no one gets that dog. Like, she's such a cunt, dude, but man, that dog will just hop up next to you, and she knows you're not doing great. It's like she knows you're not doing great mentally, by the way. It's like, if I was puking, I bet the fucking dog would be trying to eat the puke. You know? Like that type of goddamn dog, right? But man, she knows you're not doing great mentally, and she just rolls over to you and just goes, "Hey, it's all good. Like, hey, I think you taste great, especially your fingers, right? Whatever the fuck that means. Like, I have no idea what that means. But yeah, past couple days. Well, before today. Well, no, before Friday. Today's Sunday. Yeah, like Monday to Thursday were pretty sketchy. Pretty sketchy. They were some like sad, miserable. Not even like sad and not even sad and miserable. They were just low energy days. They were, maybe feeling bad for myself days. I think everyone has them. I gotta find something to live for. Career wise, I really do have to find something to live for. I don't want to get back in a truck just to pay bills for a year and then be back in the same position next year. I don't want to do that. I fucked it. Like, fuck. I said the other day to some people, I was like, I'd give up my apartment and live in that fucking CX-5 with my dog and drop with Salem and fucking drop Lola off at my mom's house. Fuck it. Before I go back to driving truck. I'll lose my apartment before that. Fuck you. I just can't think of anything more miserable. Like, all the people, they're not happy. I'm just yet to run into a truck driver that's happy. They just do it. They just do it, man. No, not for me. I did apply to a couple sales jobs, though. We'll see what happens. We're down to 9 weeks on unemployment, so we kind of got to get it rolling, right? Because you don't want to get down to like 3 weeks, and it's like, oh shit, like, I'm not gonna have money. What am I going to be, a full-time DoorDash driver? Fuck you. I don't even do it part-time, right? I do it like 2 days a week now. Like, I really have to need something to go out there and do it. I don't even do that. Spend more time in the woods. More times walking my dogs. More time in the gym. Fuck yous. Fuck yous, man. You know what? It's not even fuck yous. It's like, fuck society. I'm so sick of fucking going to work somewhere and then I hear about where my boss works and he has this dope ass house. And the upgrades he made to his house. He has a whole fucking golf fucking simulator on the fucking basement. Dude, I don't have a basement. Let alone a golf simulator. Like, fuck yous. I don't want to make anybody money. That whole cog in the system thing, it wears on me. And I don't know how other people ignore it. That's what I really need to learn, is how do other people ignore the cog in the wheel, or a cog of the wheel, or a cog in the system type of thought process where they show up to work and they know they're not doing as well as the person next to them, and they just keep doing it. Like, man, I'd rather fuck it. I'd rather get out of there and burn the place down as I left. Why not? They're not loyal to you. You're not really loyal to them. I've never spoken to even at my last job at Access, Everyone's like, oh yeah, Steve's a great guy, but fuck this place. Fuck this place, right? You know, it's like the company doesn't care about you, and you're supposed to act like you care about the company for, you know, somewhere between 8 and 14 hours a day just to pay your bills that you hate paying because you hate where you go to pay the bills. It's I wish I was one of these people that was just fucking brainless and mindless. I can't even get drunk enough to stop caring about that part of society. I literally can't get my mind off it. You know, you would think that bills would bother me. You would think that being 30, how old am I? 32 or 33 years old. My birthday's next week. Fucking, I literally don't know. Hold on. You would think, I don't know if I'm 32 or 33. Whatever. You would think, you would think me not knowing how old I am would bother me. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. What bothers me is that I haven't found what I want to do. I'd found one thing that I like to do, but even that didn't maybe I was just in the wrong spot. It just wasn't consistent enough to like keep me going. Because shit, dude, $40,000 in 6 months, dude. We on, right? That's $80K a year, by the way. That's like a shit sales job. If that shit just would have stayed consistent, man, I'd be fucking killing it. When you look out my window, I actually get to see a house that I would buy every day. It's this gorgeous old school brick building. Has a legit brick chimney. You know? It's a gorgeous house. I'm looking at this guy. Guess how old he is? 60. He bought that in 2010, didn't he? When the previous owners lost everything in 08. I think a lot of shit has to change. Not just with me, but just with society. Otherwise, I'll just take on my kid's thought process. She seems to have it figured out. Just go get a van and live with a dog and work from home somehow. Dude, I'll become the best customer service agent you ever seen, dude. Hello, welcome to Verizon. You know? I won't even fucking work for AT&T, those bastards, but, you know, I'll start selling weird shit. I'll just be customer service on the phone from wherever you're got. I have an internet connection. Fucking Elon Musk take my $300 a month or $100 a month and my $300 up front for fucking Starlink. Yeah. Hello. I'm just here to help you out. What is troubling you today? I will become the best on the phone customer service agent you ever fucking seen in your life, you know? If I just don't have to be miserable. I just don't want to be miserable. Well, shit, that seems to be a lot to ask these days. That just seems to be a lot to ask these days. Whatever. Time to check out. Thank you for listening. Hikaru fucking Nakamura. American Chess. doesn't even believe he'll be world chess champion. That's my guy. Fucking nothing.